Well, have you ever wondered what the floorboard and the interior of a truck that is over 30 years old, completely gutted, will look like? Today we are going to find out. We are ready to start priming this side of the rocker panels as well as the driver's side, so we need to get rid of all this junk. So let's gut the interior of my 30-year-old Dodge Dakota, the shop truck. Alright, so the first step I think we need to start with is just getting all of the extra stuff out here. We still have a welding blanket in here from when we did the rocker panels, and just some extra stuff, some jumper cables, and the jack for changing flat tires. And then we started stacking in stuff in here as we tore it off the truck. So I think I'm just gonna make a pile of it, sort through it, and make sure I got what I need. Make sure we don't misplace any parts that I definitely don't remember where they go. And we'll start from there, and then we'll start pulling out seats, carpet, and then I'll obviously get the rest of the trim out here as well. So let's get that on the roll. Jumper cables from 1476. Glad to see this thing definitely has all the screws in it. It doesn't even lead to anywhere. There's a bag above you. Can you grab that for me? I get it. Oh, okay. Yeah, the new rocker panels are nice and sturdy. Hold my fat ass. Quick tip. When you're destroying an interior and or anything else in a truck, label it, because you'll never remember where they came from. It should come off here. These old speakers, that's crazy. They're getting replaced. See, my favorite thing about taking apart a truck like this, that I knew where it came from, and I knew it was beat to hell. It's fun to find artifacts that are hidden away, and I just happened to find another sticky note here in the truck just to see what they say. This is a calendar piece from 2009. Wow, 2009 May. It's a ripoff. It's little things like that that I just like to see and find. Oh wait, I can do this. Stuff's here. I'll be right back. Oh, look what I found. An impact. Okay. So what I like to do, take any old Sharpie, some masking tape, put a strip on it, and label her up. Pass for passenger, or drinker side if you're vice grip. Okay, what's next? Door seal. Wait. Oh, door seal. So just like that, the back is pretty much entirely clear. I'm gonna push that back. Start from here, work down, get all this out. Let's do it. Oh dear, look at that. Oh, there's a box of stuff. I know this is junk. Huh. A half-eaten crayon. Crayola. Some sort of blue. Don't know where that came from. Pretty clean. I'm going to leave some stuff up here for now. There's a bunch of bolts and stuff that we got from taking other stuff apart, labeled. So I'm gonna leave them there, and then I'm gonna try and get this bench seat out. I see there's 2 bolts down here, and it might be a pain in the rump. Well, let's start by getting these out, and I'll go over and do the other side. and then we'll see how loose it is. And I'm not seeing anything in the middle. It's crazy what you can think of when you walk away for a minute. So I've realized, just slide the seat ahead and we are able to access these bolts now. So I'm gonna get these 2 bolts loosened up. Let's get the seat out. Last thing is the center seat belt unit. A 2003 calendar. 2003. Let's look through this here. This is a Cornet. Plymouth Belvedere. And it's Mopar, you know. Oh god, a Charger. Daytona. Barracuda. Has a Dart. Not a fan of the convertible. Another Cornet. Another a Superbird. August Super B. Oh god, yeah. I love that green. I wonder what color that green is. That'd be a cool color to paint something. Barracuda again. 65. That's another. Oh, that's a Charger. An old Charger. Not a fan. 66. With a 426 hammer. Roadrunner. Dukes of Hazzard. That's Daisy's Mobile. Finish it off in December with the one and only Challenger 340. Is there another page? Oh, yeah. Challenger 426 hammer. Plum Crazy Purple. A 2003 calendar. This I'm going to save and hang up somewhere. This is cool. So if I am correct in saying this bench seat should be ready to come out. See if we can at least get her loose maybe. I might have missed something in the middle. I don't know. I'd say not. Let me go to the other side there and try and get it loosed. It does not appear that there's anything connecting it underneath. So, she should be ready to... What a mess. 120 of 1999. So I'm gonna do the smart thing and vacuum this junk up so we don't make a mess of things. And it's gonna look really nice right about, wow, oh my god, look at that. It's a little better. Fun fact about this truck, it was rear-ended once with the back glass being shattered. So there's shards of glass all over this thing because why sweep it up? So now I'm gonna try and tear the carpet out. Okay. Middle. That works too. Yeah. Wait. All right, passenger side actually looks really, really good. I'm assuming some sort of plug here. Just a bit of rust. I'm gonna go through and sweep the rest of it out. But as we move over to the driver's side, I'm gonna have to talk to Pops about that. Investigate it a little bit. Maybe we can grind it down and spray some anti-rust, Rust-Oleum, Rust Away, and rebuild it. But didn't think that would actually be like that. It's not the worst, but some rust probably isn't good. So I'm gonna grab a shop vac, sweep the rest of this out here, and then we'll evaluate that rust, maybe. All in all, the floor in this thing looks really, really good. Something will more than likely have to be done with that down there. How bad it is, I'm not exactly sure. We will look into it here, but we're gonna do the right thing and ignore that for the time being and get the headliner out, meaning we have to remove the sun visors, that light, and I think this should just pull down, maybe. Oh, these two little, the other one, there isn't another one. Oh yeah, I forgot I drove staples into it because I was tired of it hitting me in the head. Huh. Okay, the last thing that should be holding this in place is this unit right here. I'd say that's as good as something. Very careful not to break this board piece. Outstanding. Huh. Solid. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna go talk to Pops and see what he thinks of the floor pan there, and then I'll get back with you. It's not looking good. I was touching it there a minute ago, and I mean, obviously my fingers aren't sinking through it, but something needs to be done. I have a drill, a wire brush, a wire wheel, and a wire brush. Grind this down and see what we come up with, and then there's probably a couple other spots that could be hit throughout the entirety of the floor. And then I think we're going to go ahead and seal the whole thing with some like Rust-Oleum paint or something along those lines. But let's get these spots grinded down. Yeah, here's the result after a quick hit with the wire brush there. A lot of it luckily seems to be surface related. I did notice there's a plug missing here, so there might have been a leak at some point, maybe. Not 100% sure. It doesn't look to be too terrible. I mean, there's no holes, so it could be a lot worse. So what I'm gonna do is go over it again, see if I can knock some more off, and then what we'll probably end up doing is we have a rust stopper or rust preventative spray to put on over it before we then go ahead and coat it with a good Rust-Oleum. Okay, so here's where we are at with the whole situation on the floor. I grinded down a whole bunch of this and got a lot of the rust. I'd say a very reasonable amount of the rust gone. It is just surface rust, so we are going to coat this area here and some of the other spots. We did, however, discover this part here, and this the floor pan is pretty much gone here, so we're going to have to figure out something to do with this. But other than a few blemishes, the floor pan is in great shape. Pops and I went through and all-purpose cleaned the interior. Just gave her a quick wipe down. She's looking good. Next step will be to go through and coat the rust. Rust treatment. Permatex. This stuff turns it purple, doesn't it? Or something. Yep. Okay, so after a second coat of all of the rust / bare metal, I think we're doing pretty good. Okay, it's been a couple days now. We let this, the rust preventative stuff settle in, and it did actually kind of turn it purple. So the last thing we're gonna do for the time being is take some of this Easy Care rust preventative and just coat these bare spots. Just as a extra layer of protection for before we go and reinstall the interior. So I'm gonna coat this quick, and that's kind of where we're gonna leave it for now until moving forward we probably end up putting the interior back in. All right, guys, final thing we're gonna do for the interior here. I just got done cleaning and sweeping the junk out of here from sanding and priming. I then went over with some all-purpose and wiped it out. The last thing we're going to do is take some your run-of-the-mill Rust-Oleum gloss and protective enamel, and I'm going to coat all of the floor in this just as a final layer of protection. Just before we do that, Pops is grinding at this spot that we found out that it is pretty much the worst spot on the floor, and we're going to be putting a little fiberglass spread in here and sand that down a little bit just for a good layer of protection. And then, like I said, to top it off, we're going to do some of this Rust-Oleum.
It's white, huh?
Yep.
Alright, primer is now laid down in preparation for the paint, just so to help it adhere a little bit better. It's going to look pretty good. Next step, we're going to take that the rust preventative Rust-Oleum paint that I showed you earlier and turn this floor black. Use the self-etching primer that we were using when we were doing the body work on the outside of the cab and all the other panels. We're going to take the gloss black paint, the old hardware store special, and paint this bad boy black. Don't let the mask fool you. I'm getting a real good contact time from this the fumes. Maybe it's not time enough.
I forgot to show you guys what this looked like after putting the fiberglass mud down. But here's the spot that was the hole in the floor pan that Pops was able to go ahead and smooth out and definitely coat up and try and protect it for the future. Ooh, Papa, she's shiny. Look at that. Just the smallest little things just make improvements. Although you will not be seeing this at all. It looks kind of good now. Oh, somebody graffitied. Unreal. Although this does look good, it almost serves zero purpose as far as the aesthetics go. It is a rust preventative and rust stopping paint, Rust-Oleum. That is where we are going to leave it for now. Besides this back panel here, this panel back here is exposed, and it will be the same color as the outside of the truck. So, interior is done. Check, torn apart. A little sneak peek here again. The whole truck is primered. We are getting ready for paint. Besides the little bit of rust that we found here, although it be its surface rust, it is not in bad shape. We found some really, really cool artifacts. That 2003 calendar that we found was super cool. I definitely want to try and post that or frame it here somewhere in the the garage. So if you want to see any other episodes, I have a link in the description for a playlist on this truck. Huge shout out to Pops for everything he has done for me thus far. Make sure you hit that button down below, subscribe if you are excited to see more videos on the shop truck. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate the support recently, and as always, we'll see you very, very soon with the shop truck. The gloss black just looks so much better.